Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly. The 6 seniors that have meant so much to this university, to this program. I know our fans absolutely adore them. Our team loves them beyond words. And they've been incredibly special and continue to be and will continue to be. Senior night is so weird because I kept saying this is not like a night of mourning. We're going to continue to be together. But just a night of celebration of who they are. And that's a really special group of people. So I'm really, I said this in the locker room, really grateful for them, and I know our team is too.
How hard is it to play in these games?
You mean like what type, like my last
Just
game or
in
what?
terms of emotion, just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know,
sorry.
like how quickly can you put that aside and then focus
Yeah.
on what it is that you got to do?
Yeah, I think it was kind of, obviously, yeah, it's sad, but at the same time, it's exciting that we still get the opportunity to be out here with my teammates and in front of all the amazing fans we have, in front of my family. Like, it was honestly really exciting and happy for me. And I think we all just had a lot of fun together today, and yeah, still got a few more games to go, so ready for the next.
Are you able to like put the whole ride into any type of perspective, Darcy? Just how has it been for you?
I think it's just been a great experience. I mean, through the ups and downs, we just have a lot of people to depend on, and we have a great group of gals and support through the staff and everyone to just kind of carry us through no matter what. And as Haley kind of mentioned, today was just a great way to celebrate all of that and kind of come together and take this moment to appreciate what we have and the people around us. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of families came from far, but I think you might want to tell them a little bit about yours.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, my family flew out they're here for 3 days, and they probably flew longer than they're going to be here, but it was just really
So
special
sweet.
for me. I mean, obviously it's a great moment for the team, but they haven't seen a lot of games in my college career, so for this to be one of a handful and just to have them there on the night to walk me out, just, yeah, it means the world to me, and I think it meant the world to them, and my mom was crying for me, so that was great. But yeah, they definitely, I really appreciate the effort they put in to come all this way for me. So yeah.
What was your general mindset or game plan coming into this weekend, especially like since after having the tough weekend last weekend, that you think like helped like capitalize and get 2 wins?
I just give so much credit to our student athletes for really the culture that they've created here, the commitment they've made to the process mindset. And so I think that we knew the next day at practice was the next day at practice. And the last game was over, and there would be things that we learned from that weekend in the entirety, and then obviously from each game. But that's who they've become as young women. And I think it's such a great example of who they'll be the rest of their lives. Is, we learn in sports, one of the greatest gifts we get is how to handle adversity. But when you're process driven, it definitely kind of takes the sting out fast, because there's always something you can do, some way we can grow. And they did just a beautiful job of that.
And obviously there's more season left, more things to do, but to be 12-5 at home and just that says what about where this program was and where it's going?
Well, first, it just makes you immediately want to say thank you to our fans, because they have just been tremendous for us as we, we continue to climb and get better and work toward being the best team we can be. And so they've been along every step of the way, and they've really helped us this season, lift us to some home wins, every one of them. And so just want to say thank you to them. But we said when we were leaving the mountains, there's nothing like being home, and our community is tremendous. So I just think it's neat to see, again, the commitment to the culture, and growth mindset is one of our values. And I think you can see that in these young women individually and us collectively.
How special is it to, like this win also against Oregon, who has just been really, a tough team for like you guys?
Yeah, I think, both Oregons are great programs. This is a weekend where we played some teams that have had some great history. Washington has great history too, and we're trying to climb our way back into that. And so each time we can take the floor and compete, it's important to us, despite who we're playing. So hopefully we can continue to have that mindset.
I have a similar question to what Percy asked, but this is for the seniors. You guys, I think, were 2-12 last year in conference, and now you think 7 games already, 8 wins. plus a win over Stanford. It seems like a program on the rise.
Yeah.
What can you say about the way this program has improved and what you see maybe for the future of it as well?
Yeah, I think honestly it's like I could just attribute it to our culture. I think our culture is like the biggest thing that's shifted this year. We've really just, like she said, dedicated ourselves to the process and our values, and I think it's just gotten us very far because we're just a very unselfish team, and we just play for each other and play to have fun and, yeah, just get better every game.
How about you?
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Just because we're not results based, it's easy to, get better each day, no matter what the day comes and what the day brings. So I think it's just our dedication to the culture has grown over the last 2 years, and you can see that just in our program and in us as individuals. So
Yeah.
it's a really exciting thing to be a part of, and it's going to take them really far and us really far.
And Tina, again, I don't want to ask this, it feels a little premature knowing you still have a couple more games in a conference tournament, but you landed the number 16 recruiting class in 2023 according to ESPN. That's a year after landing the 12th or 14th, somewhere up there. A lot of players coming in as well. When you look at the future of this program, what do you see?
I can only see the present right now sometimes. Just to be honest, that's very hard for me. I love these young women, and today is a celebration of our seniors and our current team, and I love these young women, and so I'm just joyful for the way that they fought for one another tonight, and I'm very appreciative to the young women who've already signed with us, and they're having tremendous high school careers and great family and tremendous fits for our culture as well. And so I think the biggest thing that our staff would say is we're just super grateful for the type of young women we get to coach every day.
You guys outscored them 38-24 in the paint. Was that purposeful to get inside and to really exploit their middle there?
Yeah, I thought Oregon came out and played really aggressive defensively. They're really doing a great job on us, and so we wanted to try to attack the paint a little bit more and see if we could open it up either to get to the rim or to make some pitches for threes based on how they, handled each drive.
And just your word just about your defense. Again, they scored some points late, but and, I don't know if the game was out of hand, but it felt like it was out of hand.
Yeah.
But just kind of the way you guys played for 3.5 quarters there.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I thought our growth, again, you mentioned the mountains, I thought our growth defensively this weekend was tremendous. These are two really different teams we just played in style of play and the way we needed to guard and scouts and the growth that we've had this season and just understanding that. And I thought the effort of this team, because this is a really high-powered offense Oregon has, a lot of guards that can really shoot the ball well, and I thought they did a great job of locking in and making it difficult for them as well, and so it was a great battle by both programs.
How was this game different from the last time you played them? What they scored? That's a good game.
Well, I went back and looked at that film, and I was like, well, we've definitely grown. I don't know, I need to check the box score, but our transition D at Oregon was quite frightful. So that was probably changed a good bit. Yeah, they had 2 fast break points. So transition D, we were still a team that was just learning. 6 new players. We had, a lot of offensive and defensive concepts we were still adding at that time in the year. And so just to be able to see us, a good bit later that we get to play this team, I think there's been a lot of growth in several areas.
Trip next week to LA.
Yes.
Just the things that's left for this team to accomplish is what?
The next practice. It's just hard. It's hard for me to go outside of that. I'm excited to see the film. I'm excited to see what we, improved on. We celebrate our growth, and we have a lot to celebrate, defensive growth, and like you mentioned, but we also have a lot to still improve on. The first thing comes to my mind is late shot clock, but there's a lot of things that we still need to improve on. So excited to get to the court on Tuesday.
Talking a bit about that defensive shift. Obviously, in the first half, Oregon didn't seem like they could miss from 3. They shot 57% in the first half. then pretty deep into the fourth quarter, for the whole half, they were shooting 17% until those last couple threes. So going into that locker room at halftime, was there other kind of defensive shifts you kind of noticed, or just more tenacity, or they just weren't making shots?
I thought we were able to talk about our ball screen defense and really break down exactly whose responsibility was whose. And so I think that really helped a lot. I feel like we were able to ask questions and understand how we were going to play and when we would end up shifting our defense and make some changes. And we did. We changed, the way we guarded ball screens from time to time. And so I think that helped us a bit too. But I just appreciate the way we can go into the locker room and talk strategy. Everybody's able to be really level-headed and focused, and we were able to go out and be a little bit better.
You mentioned that, you already mentioned this, that you have a lot of new players, obviously, and I guess my question is, how would you describe the way that your new and veteran players have meshed over the season, especially to improve your record by that much?
Well, I think you have to really, really applaud our seniors. I mean, we have 6 seniors, and they just had 6 newcomers walk into the team, and we are a servant leadership culture. And, I mean, these 2 women and their other seniors are incredible servant leaders. They inviting, teaching, loving their teammates incredibly well. This can't happen if that's not the case. So I would attribute the most growth in the culture to our seniors and the way they approach that leadership style.
Reach out to the players a little bit. 9 out of the 10 Huskies who played today ended up scoring, so it seemed like there was a lot of passing the rock and getting a lot of players involved. Is that something that's kind of building on with that culture, or that's part of the game plan for this game and moving forward to LA and the tournament?
I think it's who we always want to be. We try to do that. Sometimes we don't do it as well as others. But we really hope to be a team that shares the basketball well, takes the right reads, and it takes advantage where we can.
Missing kind of 2 big wins in the past couple weeks. Obviously, February, you had that first big win against Stanford, and then tonight, the last home game of the season, that big senior night win against Oregon. You got 2 more games against UCLA and USC, but what can you kind of take from this month, some pretty big wins to kind of carry that momentum going into the Pac-12 tournament?
Yeah, I think so. Confidence is important right now, this time of the year, and the knowledge of each other's style of play. And I think that we continue to improve with that knowledge of what our strengths are and where we need to get better, and we just continue to attack those areas.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
you.
Really